Hi everyone, Barcelona risk exclusion from the Champions League for the next few years. So sit back, press the like button under the video while we proceed to begin. Let's get the show on the pitch. Chelsea captain Reece James has had surgery in an attempt to resolve a recurring hamstring issue. He will be out of action for 3 to 4 months. Manchester City won the Club World Cup for the first time in its history. Pep Guardiola's team easily sealed past Fluminense with 4-0 in the final. Napoli midfielder Elif Elmas joins RB Leipzig for 25 million euros. Here we go! He's expected to replace Emil Forsberg, who had moved to the New York Red Bulls. My current contract expires in June 2026. Everything is relaxed and calm. I feel very good at Bayern now. The same with the squad and with Tuchel, Jamal Musiala shared. Napoli are doing their best to convince Luis Enrique to lead the team in the summer. De Laurentiis believes that PSG are unhappy with him. La Liga have announced the names of 5 nominees for the Player of the Month award for December: Rodrigo, Artem Dovbyk, Borja Mayoral, Iñaki Williams, and Alvaro Valles. Borussia Dortmund are closing in on a deal to lend Tottenham Hotspur left-back Sergio Reguilón, who is currently on loan at Manchester United. Chelsea are very eager to talk with Sporting about doing a deal for centre-back Ousmane Diomande. He's on the list of priority goals for the January transfer window. Initially, Manchester United scouts valued Antony at £25 million, before Erik ten Hag's pressure convinced them to pay Ajax £86 million. Former Arsenal midfielder Matteo Guendouzi scored his first Serie A goal for Lazio. Chances of Hall staying at the club on a long-term basis? Absolutely. His transfer is complicated and he hasn't quite hit the criteria. But he's part of our long-term plans. He's working well, Eddie Howe told. Inter intend to sign Porto striker Mehdi Taremi as a free agent in the summer of 2024. The Portuguese club will not let the Iranian out in the winter. During the game against Al Ettifaq, Cristiano Ronaldo backed his 51st goal in 2023 in all competitions. Only Harry Kane has more, 52. In the game against Fluminense, Man City striker Julian Alvarez scored the fastest goal in the history of the Club World Cup finals on the 42nd. FIFA has published the top 10 national teams with the most points in the world ranking for 2023. It's not surprising to see Panama in the first place with 83.92 added, then followed by Moldova, 63.72, and Malaysia, 56.27. Alexis McAllister and Jota will miss Liverpool's upcoming fixture against Arsenal. Andy Robertson is due to return in January. Sergio Ramos and Joaquin are the only 2 players to have scored in most La Liga seasons. They delivered at least a goal in 18 different campaigns. Leonardo Bonucci wants to leave Union Berlin this winter. However, he's not gonna retire from professional football. AS Roma are looking at the possibility of securing the services of Juventus legend. Bologna and FC Dallas are keeping tabs on 19-year-old Vélez Sarsfield forward Santiago Castro. The prospect will leave his home club in the winter. Despite huge interest from many big clubs in Dominique Solanke, Bournemouth consider their top scorer untouchable. Villarreal are considering the option of bringing back Eric Bailly, who currently represents Beşiktaş. It was from Villarreal that Bailly got transferred to Manchester United in 2016. Amid interest from Real Madrid and Barca, Manchester United have finally decided that the time has come to sell Mason Greenwood, who has been enjoying a successful loan spell at Getafe. Udinese star Lazar Samardzic will move to Napoli in the winter. He will replace Elif Elmas. Former Manchester United coach Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could take over Beşiktaş's job instead of Ritsa Çalimbay, who is about to get sacked by the Turkish giants. Pep Guardiola won the Club World Cup for the 4th time in his career. This is the absolute record in the tournament. Barcelona are worried about the declining ticket sales for their matches at the Montjuic Stadium. The club intends to investigate causes of the issue and eventually find a solution. One of the clubs that just made a statement against the Super League called me and said, "We are saying no in public, but we are with you," claims Bernd Rijkaard, CEO of Super League. Manchester City's central midfielder Rodri has been selected as the best player of the 2023 Club World Cup. Manchester City is the first English team in history to win the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, FA Super Cup, and Club World Cup in a single year. Højlund's mentality is great, and he is a very good performer under stress. If you can score in the Champions League, then you can score in the Premier League, Erik ten Hag noted. Arsenal are willing to make a £52 million bid for Sporting centre-back Gonçalo Inácio, who has also gained the attention of Real Madrid. I don't know what I can say about this because my Super League is the English Premier League. I also want to play in Europe with Aston Villa, Unai Emery assured. Cesc Fabregas will step down from his position as Como's acting head coach due to the lack of required coaching qualifications. His place will be taken by Ocean Roberts, but as soon as Cesc receives the license, he will lead the team again. Manchester City central midfielder Calvin Phillips has told the club through his agents that he wants to leave in January. Newcastle United and Juventus are interested. Chelsea will not sell Tottenham target Conor Gallagher in January under any circumstances, despite uncertainty over a footballer's contract renewal. Guys, if you're still watching us without a subscription, then it's time to fix it. Let's continue. And now have a look at yesterday's results, which are on your screens. Alright, today's hot main news of the release. Here we go. Inter Miami continue to assemble Barcelona legends. The iconic Luis Suarez, whose move has been officially confirmed by the MLS site, became the fourth such signing for the Herons squad. The Uruguayan penned a one-year contract with the possibility of extending it for a further year. Interestingly enough, Inter announced the good news about Suarez by posting an epic photo with 4 children sitting on the football pitch wearing Messi, Alba, Busquets and Suárez jerseys. We would like to remind you that El Pistolero's last stop was at Gremio, whom he left as a free agent. In 53 appearances last season, he netted 26 goals and delivered 17 assists for the Brazilian club. Yesterday, the well-known portal Transfermarkt updated the market values of La Liga players based on these season's results. As one may expect, the biggest profit was received by the amazing Jude Bellingham, who instead of 150 million euros is now worth 180. The second place belongs to Alaves forward Samu Omorodion, plus 14 million to the overall worth, from 6 to 20 million. While the third place goes to the top scorer of sensational Girona, Artem Dovbyk, with 13 million euros added to his value, from 15 to 28. Barcelona players' price tags have also been greatly affected, but in a negative way, since Lewandowski, Joao Felix, Cancelo, Rafinha, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri became 10 million euros cheaper than they were before. In the case of Real Madrid representatives, Thibaut Courtois and David Alba have dropped in price by the same amount. At last, Barca's young star Lamine Yamal got his price increased from 50 to 60 million. In case Barcelona and Real Madrid manage to put the Super League project on a bigger scale, it will actually solve all their financial problems. In that case, they will reportedly be the only ones to receive the loyalty bonus, as they are the only ones left in the project after the failed attempt in 2021. The Super League will pay them a total of 1 billion euros in bonuses. This would help Barcelona almost completely cover its 552 million euros debt. As for this moment though, it'll be difficult to make the Super League project work as soon as planned, since most clubs have refused to take part in the initiative. Following Manchester United, Manchester City, Tottenham and Chelsea, 2 more top English clubs, who were the league founders back in 2021, published statements about their refusal to participate in the Super League: Liverpool and Arsenal. The decision of the European Court of Justice does not change Liverpool FC's previous stance on a proposed European Super League. Our involvement has been discontinued. We will continue to work with fellow clubs through the European Club Association and participate in UEFA competitions, Liverpool said in a statement. This means that apart from Barcelona and Real Madrid, only 2 founding clubs have not yet spoken out against the idea. These are Juventus and AC Milan. At Barcelona, there is growing dissatisfaction with Joao Felix's poor shape. The Catalan sporting department thinks that the Portuguese's results are too unstable to count on. Moreover, doubts are growing within the club regarding whether it's worth buying Felix's contract out from Atletico Madrid or not. The main initiator of his loan deal was Joan Laporta, who still intends to acquire Felix on a permanent basis. As for Xavi, the manager initially wanted to see Giovanni Lo Celso in the squad, so that there would be a perfect opportunity to use 4 midfielders. In 20 matches as part of Barca, Felix bagged 6 goals and delivered 3 assists. Barcelona faces the chilling prospect of a Champions League ban for 2 or 3 years. This is the term of suspension UEFA could impose on them. The club's fiscal statements, termed as chaotic, have triggered concerns about its compliance with financial fair play protocols. According to UEFA's financial rules, only income directly related to football business makes a decisive factor. Unfortunately, Blaugrana's heavily indebted latest annual report listed hundreds of millions of euros in revenue. for example from the sale of future television and marketing rights, as well as other sports. Needless to say, this goes against UEFA rules. Guys, a very interesting video about the updated Super League and why this tournament will be better than the Champions League has been released on our Football Club project. Enjoy! Well, the Football News channel was with you. Take care, and we wish you all the best. See you in a bit!